We open our next episode with Devimon monologuing.
I, Devimon, had completely separated those 7 brats and their pesky Digimon. That is, until that Ty and Mimi caught up with Matt and Izzy. But I'll make sure they never find their other friends. Especially with the plans I have for Sora and Joe on that lovely day, the Bakuman holiday.
Does Devimon seem like the kind of villain to remember all the kids' names to you? Because he sure doesn't to me. We then cut to Joe and Gomamon, who are bobbing along the beautiful briny sea while sharing some witty banter.
There's one thing I've learned in Digi-World. Beds don't make good boats. Oh. Did I just hear you eating again?
Uh-huh.
Didn't I tell you not to eat all the food since we don't know when we'll find land? I told you that we'd need to ration, which means to save food for later, as in much later.
But it is later, Joe. You told me that 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes is not much later! Please tell me that there is still some food in the bag!
Well, no. Since you can't handle eating and floating on the ocean at the same time, I ate it all. Besides, I need food to digivolve in case we run into bad Digimon.
So, have we seen any bad Digimon? No! If I starve, who are you gonna protect?
To be fair, Gomamon does have some points, but they are interrupted by a crate that drifts next to them, and when they try to open it, Okamon pops out. How long was he in there? What would have happened if he didn't bump into anybody? But after a short battle, Gomamon digivolves even though they were kinda in danger before then, and they swim away. But unfortunately, he de-digivolves a few seconds later. But it's okay, they are fished ashore by Sora. Well, that's both the quickest and strangest reunion so far. Where did they get this watch from? Anyway, while Joe is unconscious, Gomamon convinces the others to make him their leader for the time being to boost his confidence.
But I'm worried about Joe.
You are? Joe's going to be just fine, Gomamon.
Well, yes, physically, but I'm worried about his confidence. Fighting Ogremon back there really knocked him out. He needs to rebuild his self-confidence.
How can we help him?
Very simple. We just make him our leader.
Huh? Oh, ooh, hey, where's Ogremon? Huh?
He's gone. But we've got a bigger problem. We can't find the others. What should we do? We're stuck on this deserted island with no leader. So I guess you're going to have to lead us, Joe.
What?
I'm for him.
And me.
Not me. I am not a leader.
You have to. You're the strongest one here.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the bravest.
Come on, Joe. Remember how you fought the Unimon?
I am brave. You're right. I am the bravest one here.
Well, let's not get too carried away.
They then hear a church bell.
Did you hear anything?
Yeah, it seemed to come from up there. What do you suppose it is? Looks kind of like a church.
Wherever there's a church, there's usually people.
Yeah, but it depends if you do the hand movement right. Damn it!
Maybe.
So Joe assumes, in a big leap of faith, that the others are in the church, and they march up there with Joe making the strangest mouth movements I've ever seen in a dubbed anime.
2, 3, 4, or your left. 2, 3, 4, your left. 2, 3.
Must he keep up that army march drivel?
I'm sure he's doing some sort of Japanese marching thing, but it looks like he's doing this. Anyway, the group checks out the church to see that there are people behind it.
They're celebrating the Bakuman holiday. It reminds me of Halloween.
We'd love to have you join us. We don't have a lot of young people around, and no holiday is complete without them. You arrived just in time for some fun.
Like trick-or-treat? You do that for Bakuman?
Yes.
Wait, Bakuman, as in Lord Bakuman?
Yes?
But the only Bakuman I know of is a horrible Digimon who lives among ghosts as their ruler. Why would you honor and celebrate someone like that? In the words of our friends, he's like a loser.
You got that right.
Don't you dare come in here telling us who to honor or not.
Now.
Back off. You're a little touchy. We just want to know when the trick-or-treating starts.
You're not afraid?
No.
Well, you should be, because it's a trick.
Huh? And you're the treat!
The masked man was the evil Digimon Lord Bakuman in disguise. No one had ever seen him in his true form.
Well, he could have been more crafty and sneaky, but never mind. So the team get captured by the Bakuman, and they separate the kids from the Digimon. Why are these episodic villains more smart than the villain of the entire arc?
Okay, don't panic. I'm still in control and feeling strong.
Okay.
I don't want to be somebody's appetizer. I'm supposed to go to med school.
And Pepper. More? Why not?
Salt and pepper? You're not really gonna eat us, are you?
You're a little on the scrawny side, but you'd be surprised what the right seasonings can do.
You think we can finagle him into dining on someone a bit bigger?
What kind of fiend is this guy? We're just kids.
Who the hell's this fiend anymore? Meanwhile, Goemon and Biyomon conceive one of the most convoluted plans I've ever seen. Then again, that might be because I just watched Digimon lightly skim over other forms of media.
There's not much room to look in this place. Hey!
What?
We may be able to trick the guard and escape.
We may be able to trick him. I think that's a given. He doesn't look too smart.
Right, so first we have to try and wake him up.
And how are we gonna do that? Look at him. For a ghost, he sleeps like a log.
We just have to get his attention or we'll never escape.
Uh-huh.
But I'm all out of ideas.
I think I have just the thing.
Hey, what's the idea?
So when do you start?
Start what?
Start taunting us, you floating bag of wind?
What?
You give bad Digimon a bad name.
But I haven't learned how to taunt anyone yet.
It's easy. You just find out what we want, then don't let us have it.
Huh?
Here's how you taunt. We're starving and want to eat, so you show us food, but don't give it to us. Got it?
I think I gotcha. You know, I got a bunch of bananas.
Then taunt us with them, come on.
Okay. How's this? Looks good, doesn't it?
I can't see. Come a little closer.
Huh? Here?
You have to come even closer to taunt us. We can't really see ya.
You bet. See? Oh,
That was a pretty good idea.
Never get between a Digimon and his meal.
So Digimon have to save Sora and Joe. Good thing they were in range, I guess. Just when the Bakuman form into one. And while they fight, Joe forms one of the silliest plans I've ever seen. And again, that might not be saying something.
His power comes from evil, but I know that good can beat him with time.
Oh, what if it's too late?
It's never too late to fight evil, but we have to weaken Lord Bakuman to help our friends prevail.
You're the leader, not me.
Don't be a quitter.
So what makes you think that we can beat him?
I once saw a show about this Roman physicist. He believed that repeating a phrase helps you focus mind over matter.
Let's focus on running.
No, we focus on making Bakuman lose his power.
Okay, you're in charge. Start focusing.
Bakuman, lose your power. Bakuman, lose your power.
That's right. He's praying their power away. This is full of more spiritual and mental mumbo-jumbo than the Matrix. Ah, there I go again. So yeah, Joe's plan, it works. And as a result, Bergemon and Ikakumon blow the giant Bakuman up. And I guess those purple bananas they ate were full of energy, or again, steroids, because they fly back to the main island. Now this one is the weakest out of the Devimon Saga in my opinion. I mean, it's just TK and Patamon. There's not much character interaction beyond that. And besides, does Patamon really count? I mean, he's just programmed to protect TK, right? Hoo boy, here comes the hate. So our episode begins with TK and Patamon crashing on their own island chunk, and they explore it for a while, which makes me wonder how big this chunk is. Did they land on the biggest one of all? And after a while, they discover the primary village where all baby Digimon are born.
What are these? What are what? Oh, that's a Digi-Egg.
Hey, no way.
It's the egg of a Digimon.
I like the pretty paint, but are you saying that Digimon hatch out of eggs just like chickens?
They don't grow in the ground.
Even Devimon?
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
So Digimon come from eggs, but they're okay with eating other animals' eggs? And after they take care of the babies for a while, the real caretaker returns to the nursery. A red Pikachu, Elecmon. Which again makes me wonder how he got this job. Was he the only one who was concerned with the other Digimon when he digivolved? And after a short fight breaks out between Elecmon and Patamon, TK, who thanks to this episode I now know is wearing a backwards cap, but why it has a jewel on it I don't know, decides that the only way to settle this is to have a tug-of-war competition. What? How is that gonna settle things? Well, apparently it does, as Patamon defeats Elecmon. They tell him that they want to get to the top of Infinity Mountain, to which he tells them what they already know about Devimon. And then, all of a sudden, the episode turns into a Care Bears special.
Devimon is, well, he's an evil Digimon.
I know, but I have to ask him about my brother and everyone else.
But he won't just tell you. You'll have to fight him.
I don't want to fight ever!
Sure, right.
There has to be some other way to find out. We need to do it without fighting Devimon.
Like asking him pretty please?
No, it's nothing like that. Do you remember how it felt when we were all laughing? You can't help it, and the next thing you know, you're looking at each other and laughing, and your cheeks hurt like you've been blowing up balloons all day. Laughing's the best part of friendship.
That's it.
Hey, wait!
TK is right. It's all about laughing and being friends. Maybe we can use the power of friendship to return the island to normal.
Good job, guys. Now you've reached brony levels of awkward.
So after that unbearableness, Elecmon leaves the primary village with TK and Patamon. Meanwhile, Devimon sends Leomon after TK, which leads us nicely into the next episode. Yes, that is the extent of what happens in that episode. I told you it was the weakest. Anyways, our next episode opens with Leomon attacking and TK and Patamon hiding from him. And as they hide, Ogamon appears and threatens the life of a baby Digimon. But Leomon finds them anyway, and all seems lost until...
TK!
You came in time!
That was close!
Yeah!
Now you've done it, this little guy's gonna get squished. Hey, where'd he go?
He's staying with us.
Over my stinky armpits he will.
Oh, I'm so scared. Get him, Greymon!
How did Ogamon not notice that Greymon was there? And more importantly, how did the rest of the kids know that TK was on this particular island part? I mean, there's gonna be like 18 of them, right? Anyways, Devimon used the black gear to corrupt Leomon even more, and he transformed into Grey Leomon, I guess. Hey, knowing this show, I wouldn't put it past it. But then Izzy, Mimi, and their Digimon appear too, and I just realized that they've broken the rules again. The last time we saw the two groups, they digivolved back into their rookie forms, so why are they in champion form now? I guess they found some of those purple bananas. Anyways, they explained the Black Gear's weakness to the Digivices, which Kai should already know now that I think about it, and they used it against him.
It worked! We destroyed the Black Gear!
We're safe now! Leomon's back to his normal self!
Ha! Those little fools are kidding themselves. They don't know who they're dealing with. They're gonna find out sooner than they think.
According to ancient legend, our world will be taken over by a strange dark force that will change good Digimons into bad ones. Our ancestors have predicted that a group of children called the Digi-Destined will appear from another world. When they arrive, they will come to possess superpowers that will eventually save our world from destruction. I believe their prediction has come true. File Island has been seized by an evil power. We're in danger of destruction, and now you've appeared.
Now before you say Chosen One's story, they're not the first Digi-Destined, so Izzy theorizes that if they do this, then there's a chance that they will be sent back home. Our heroes, everybody! Doing the right thing, only to satisfy what they want. Anyways, they take a boat ride back to the island with Leomon, and I just realized that they abandoned the nursery. I also just realized that Devimon could have taken over the nursery and corrupted all the Digimon there, but never mind. Anyway, meanwhile, Ogremon reports back to Devimon, who turns him into black gears, and then he absorbs them to gain a power boost. So now the black gears are Digimon? Make up your mind, writers! With the power he got from Ogremon, Devimon becomes a giant. Or a titan?
What in the world is that?
It must be Devimon!
I didn't expect him to be such a big guy!
You've met him before.
Bad guys always seem to think bigger is better.
Whoa now, phrasing! And so Devimon attacks the Digi-Destins.
You're fools! Don't expect me to play silly games with you, I'm far too wise for that!
But not wise enough to separate the Digimon. You know what, screw it. But just when all seems lost, Joe and Sora arrive. And I don't know how they knew the others were here, seeing how all they'd see was Devimon blasting the island. But due to this distraction, the others digivolve too. But they aren't strong enough to defeat him.
Now to get rid of you, then I'll have nothing to fear. They say the smallest will destroy me.
1. Who is they? Are you referring to the ancestors that Leomon was talking about? If so, how would they know that specific detail? Were they Oraclemon? 2. Let's test that, shall we? Yes, TK certainly seems to be the smallest of the kids right now. But, uh-oh. Ooh, you may have miscalculated there, Devimon. Sure enough, Patamon gets in the way of Devimon's grasp, and he digivolves into Angemon. And again, how does this become this? Anyway, Angemon uses the power of the Digivices, and Falcon punches Ogremon out of Devimon, killing Devimon and himself in the process.
You have used up all your power! That wasn't very smart, Angemon! Now you are no use to anyone! You can't get away from the dark forces. Evil is everywhere, so don't savor your victory. There are other Digimon that are just as powerful as I am. Some of them are even stronger. I wonder what you'll do when you run into them. You haven't won at all. What a waste of time!
TK, I'll come back again, if you want me to.
Well, of course he comes back, but can you just imagine if TK was like, meh, he was kind of annoying. So the island forms back together for some reason, and then we get one of my favorite moments of Leomon.
With Devimon out of the way, I can take over now!
Hello, you forgetting about me?
Leomon! Get me out of here! Why can't the bad guys ever win?
And just as the kids begin to wonder why aren't they going home yet, a mysterious hologram of an old man appears.
I've heard of you kids. I must say I'm pleased.
Excuse me, sir. Tell us, who are you and what do you want?
So that was the Devimon Saga. It's okay? I mean, some of the episodes are better than others, but all of them are just okay. I like how the one with TK tried to break the formula that the others were following and tried to expand the world that they're in, but it didn't have much more than that. There are a few animation errors here and there, but apart from that, it's still an enjoyable story. So that's this episode done. I hope you enjoyed it because I have no idea when the next one's gonna be. So until then, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Until then, I'm the Digi-Maniac, blurring out.